Good morning everyone and welcome to Mr. Ong Maths Lesson again. Today we are going to look at 10 simple questions, the short answers question from the Year 9 and Year 10 examination, and hopefully you can ace them. Okay, the first question you're going to ask is round the two numbers here to two decimal place and followed by two significant numbers. So we shall do the first one, 154.268. If they ask you for two decimal place or 2 DP, okay, means you must have two numbers after the decimal place. So what we look at is the first, this is the decimal point. We look at this, the first number after the decimal point, and this is the second, and this is the third. So if they ask you to calculate correct to 2 DP, you look at the third number. So if it is more than 5, you round up the number. If it is less than 5, that number remains the same. So in this case, 8 is more than 5. So 26 becomes 20. 154 remains. And 26 now you round up becomes 27. So that will be an easy 1 mark. So the next number, the next one is 0.0567. And this is the decimal place. So this is the first number, this is the second, third, and fourth. So again, if they ask you to round to two decimal place, you are going to look at the third number. Again, the third number is more than 5. You're going to round up. So it's going to be 0.05 become a 6. And that is a simple 1 more mark. Okay, now the next one is going to look at the significant figures. Okay, again, 154.268. This time, the first significant number is not after the decimal point, but this is the first, this is second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Again, if they ask you to two significant numbers, you look at the third number. This time, the number is less than 5, so 154 becomes 15 remain, but you cannot, from 154, it cannot become 15, so you add a 0, and that will be your next 1 more mark. And we look at the next example, 0.0567. In this case, it's slightly different. 0 is not significant. This 0 is also not significant. So the first significant number is here, the second, and the third. Again, because of two significant number, you look at the third number. This time, 7 is more than 5, so you're going to round up. So it becomes 0.056 become 57, and that will give you 4 marks in the exam. Okay, let's go. The next question is about standard form. So we shall look at some of the standard form question. Okay, so standard form has this form. Okay, so the first one is the box times 10 to the power of something. Okay, so if it is a big number like this, anything that's more than 1 is going to be a positive power. Anything that's less than 1 is going to be a negative power. So we shall do the first one. 37,800. So it's a big number, more than 1, so it's going to be a positive power. So 37,800. The first number has to be between 1 point something to 9 point something. A single digit number with a 2 decimal place. So in this case, you need to move the original decimal point here. You need to move the decimal point so that it's between 1.99 to 9.99. So we're going to move the decimal point here. Becomes 3.78. So that number becomes 3.78. So 3.78 lies in that range. So that'll be good. And now we're going to see how far we move from here to here. We jump 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be plus 4. And that will give you another mark. Similarly, now we do the second one. 0.0076. Again, we have to know whether it is a big or small number. So in this case, it is less than 1, so it's going to be a negative power. So we need to move the decimal point now so that it becomes between 1.99 and 9.99. So we're going to move the decimal point here. So the number in the first box is going to be 7.6. Now you're going to know how far it moves from here, back here. So you're going to move 1, 2, 3, so it's going to be negative 3, and that will be the next mark. Good. We'll proceed to the other way. Now we are going to do the other way. Now we are going to convert that number into an ordinary number. Okay, so ordinary number, One way is, of course, put in your calculator. It's very simple. Put in your calculator and the answer will appear. But I'm going to do the manual way. So 1.23.10 minus 4. So this is a minus sign, so it's going to be a small number. A small number means you're going to move backwards. So you're going to move backward 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a decimal point there and your answer, put a 0 in between the bubble, so you're going to be 0.000123. And the other way to know is that if it's a minus 4, you must have 4 zeros. In minus 10, you have a 10 zeros. That's how you remember them. Okay, good. Now we're going to proceed to some calculator work. Okay, so the first one is evaluate. Evaluate means to calculate. Minus 2 to the power cube, that means minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2. Put in your calculator. If you do not know, it straight away is minus 8. The next question, minus 5 plus minus 8. When you have two operations, a plus and minus, so it becomes minus 5. A plus and minus become a minus. So minus 5 minus 8, and the answer is minus 13. Put in your calculator, you get the same answer. Okay, next one. 8 minus negative 12 is the same as 8. When you have two negative, it becomes a positive. So 8 plus 12 is simple 20. And the last one, not the last one, but the calculator work. A lot of you is going to put all in a calculator. So it's going to be 6 plus 8 divided by 2 plus 4. And the calculator is not smart enough. They will do the 8 divided by 2 first, because based on base math, 8 divided by 2 comes first. To avoid that, make sure you put a bracket. Okay, so you do the numerator. So it's going to be 14 over 6. It's going to be 7 over 3. Or you want to put in decimal place, it's going to be 2.33. But I suggest if this was given in a fraction, leave your answer as a fraction, and that will give you another mark. Good. We shall look at some algebra and some statistics now, the last piece. Okay, the first one is a simple algebra. It's a one-step method. So if you have 3x equals 21, to get rid of the 3, you don't minus, but you divide. You divide by 3 on both sides. 3 divided by 3, put in your calculator, going to be 1. So put in your calculator x, 21 over 3 is 7, and that is another mark. Okay, proceed now. X divided by 3 equals to 12. To get rid of the 3, you multiply by 3 on the left. You must multiply 3 on the right. The 3 will cancel out. So x equals to 36. And the last one is some statistics. Calculate the mean and median. The mean is simple. You're going to add all these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you add them up, you're going to get, if I'm not wrong, this is going to be 16, 19, and 15. So 16 plus 19 plus 15, they'll add up, going to give you 50. Because there are 8 numbers divided by 8, and the answer is going to be 6.25. That's how you calculate the mean. The mean is also equal to the average. And to find the median, you do not just find a middle number. Before you do that, you have to arrange the smallest to the bigger. So we're going to arrange them. 3 is the smallest, followed by another 3, and then we have 2, 5, cancel the 5, and then we have 7, 8, 9, 10. To get the middle number, you cancel 3 from the front and 3 from the back, and the 2 middle number is 6 and 7. So what you do, you add the 2 numbers together and divide by 2, get the average of 2 numbers. 5 plus 7 is going to be 12 over 2, and the median is 6. Hope you have learned something, and hope you practice hard. Do all the past year's exam questions, and you'll be sweet. Thank you, and have a good day, and keep practicing.